Good afternoon, my name is Crystal and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you like my videos, please smash that like button, please do subscribe. Alexa, what's the time please?
Sorry, something went wrong.
Alexa, what's the time please?
The time is 12:37 p.m.
Alexa, news.
Here's the news. In Sky News streams.
From the Sky News Centre at midday, it's understood the London Mayor has confidence in the head of the Metropolitan Police, who's facing calls to quit over the force's handling of a recent pro-Palestine protest. An anti-Semitism campaigner that he was openly Jewish and he was threatened with arrest. Sadiq Khan has the power to effectively sack Sir Mark Rowley with permission from the Home Secretary. Energy Secretary Claire Coutinho says it's up to the Labour Mayor.
It's not right that one group of people in society should be told that they can't go around their daily lives because it might be a provocation to someone else. That's not how equality works in this country. So I do think they got it wrong. I think it's right that they've apologised.
Health officials in Gaza say at least 13 people have been killed in Israeli airstrikes on the city of Rafah. There are calls for restraint by Israel, who's vowing to expand its ground offensive to the area bordering Egypt. A vigil has been held to remember the victims of last weekend's stabbing attack in Sydney. 6 people were killed after Joel Couch's rampage at a busy shopping centre near Bondi Beach. Our reporter Adam Hancock has been at the vigil where a number of senior figures have been speaking.
We heard from the Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese. He was speaking directly to friends and families of the victims of this attack, saying every Australian is thinking of you at this time.
Ukraine's president says he's grateful to US politicians who've backed a massive foreign aid package for his country. The majority of the funding, around £49 billion, will be used to arm troops who are desperate for Western weapons. Olympic champion Perez Jepchirchir has won the London Marathon. The Kenyan broke the women's only world record by 45 seconds. Elsewhere in football, Championship side Coventry face Manchester United this afternoon in the FA Cup semi-final. The winner will play Manchester City in the final at Wembley. That's the latest. I'm Alec Wilkinson.
Coming up.
So guys, it is Sunday afternoon. Sunday. Should be a nice relaxing day. With no stress, right? That's what it should be. So my mother called me 2 hours ago and she left this message.
First, new message. Good morning this Sunday morning, Janesta, giving you the usual daytime telephone call. Hope you have a good day. Thinking of you, Janesta. I'll give you another ring later on. Bye for now. Received today.
So that was the start of my day. My mum rang this morning. She hopes I have a good day. She rings every single day, 7 days a week. Sometimes 3 or 4 times a day. Another Flirt Finder message came to my phone, but it was a member alert, a local member alert, and the guy looked like Charlie, no teeth. It looked like Charlie, the guy that came up to me on the field. I have been watching YouTube videos on stalking, intimacy stalkers. One lady was approached, well, she was a female stalker. So this woman got a female stalker who was obviously a lesbian. So this woman was performing on stage and dressed up as a vampire, and this woman, she was also a poetry teacher. So she was quite a vivacious woman on stage. It's a different persona when you're performing, when you're an actor or an actress. That is your stage performance. That is you're on TV or the stage, whatever. That's not you. But obviously some people can't differentiate between a stage performance or a TV show from reality. So this woman started stalking this other woman because this woman, who was also a poetry teacher, said that this woman was doing okay with her work. So this woman took this as a signal that she was after a lesbian relationship with her. So this woman started stalking this stage performer at all her performances, and she started asking people for the woman's email address and all about her, and she started getting filthy emails, frightening, filthy lesbian emails. She left it for a while because she actually approached the woman. She approached the stalker, and she said, look, can you stop emailing me? I'm not interested in you. And this didn't stop the stalker. It made the stalker worse, obviously. So she got the police involved, and she said the police were really good. And she took this stalker to court. The stalker was taken to court. But it didn't stop the stalking. No. So that was one. Another lady was working. She was working at somewhere like a care home, and this guy was married, and he said to this worker, I'd like you to come to like a do, and he started saying to her, would you like a dance? Would you like a dance? And she said, well, he knew she was married. So she said, oh, okay, I'll dance with you. And she said it was a slow dance and she felt uncomfortable. And he turned around and he said, is my wife looking? Is she looking over? And she just started to feel uneasy. Then she went back to her husband, and the stalker started sending pornography to her 15-year-old daughter. He started sending free catalogues to her flat, stonemasons memorial, like headstones, really scary, shitty stuff. And she got the police involved. It was taken to court. The judge sentenced him to 6 months in prison, and he only did about 3 weeks. And she said he's given her a life sentence. This stalker has given her a life sentence. She said she was bubbly, she was outgoing, and now she's like turning her, you know what I mean? It's turned her into a different person than she was. Also, there was a case not so long ago in Chatham where an ex-partner stalked his girlfriend and he stabbed her to death 75 times. 75 times. He stabbed her 75 times. Stalkers that can't take no for an answer, that you are not interested in them. And even with police intervention, even when they do get sentenced, doesn't stop them. Doesn't stop them. Now, what started that Charlie's behaviour, the one that approached me on the field, the guy, he approached me, and I'd seen him on the field before, and he was going up to other women and just talking to them. He absolutely talked to everybody. He spoke to everyone he encountered, and he'd speak to all manners of people. And he just came up to me, and he just, you know, started a bit of banter, and he asked me, how old am I? And I'm a nice person. I'm not, you know, I knew he was old because he had no teeth and he had no hair, and I could see it, how, you know, in the face. So I knew he was about 60 something, but I went, oh, you're about 40, aren't you? About 45, 50? And he took that as that I fancied him. He took it into his head that I fancied him. And I didn't fancy him. I was just being polite. Anybody that talks to me, I pay them compliments. I try and make a person feel good about themselves. I don't like making people feel bad about themselves. Right? So, I just talked. He kept walking around with me around the field. And I saw him another time, I had a chat. He was walking me around the field, and he went, do you want to come back and meet my female friend? He goes, I'm a bachelor, I really don't want a relationship or anything. And that's how it started. And then he turns around, comes up to me, and then he goes, I love you. I went, I don't love you. I goes, I'm not interested in you that way. I said, you're a friend to me, Charlie, but nothing more. And then a couple of weeks ago he started waving his hand, and I just walked away and turned my back on him, because you don't encourage it. I walked down Rochester High Street. He tried to stop me walking down there and get him. I went, no, just leave me alone. No. They won't take no for an answer, and they can get very, very nasty and aggressive if you don't cooperate. I have not seen him since he last waved at me on the field. He waved at me to come over, and I'm not interested. So, I'm quite happy by myself, but it does make you wary of actually meeting someone outside. A lot of women meet these men, these stalkers, on dating applications like Tinder, and they turn out to be alright to start with, and then they've actually got a history of being abusive with past girlfriends as well. This guy just came up to me outside, and now it's put me off. It's put me off meeting anybody completely. It's just put me right off. I can't meet anyone on a dating site, and I can't meet anyone outside. It's just, that's it. And also, you've got to be careful what you do say to people. You've got to be careful what you say to neighbours. You've got to be careful what you say to anyone. And then this taxi driver, thinking it's a funny, you know. Because I come across a bit younger than I am, and I come soft and quiet. And they take advantage, and they have a bit of fun, and it's not fun. It's not funny. It's frightening. So I've had my lunch, I've had a few cups of coffee, and we're just, it's just the same every day. It's just the same. Every day. So guys, it's a lot colder down here than it was, so I'm just trying to keep warm basically. Hope everyone has a great Sunday and I'll see you later.